The USTA Pro Circuit is the largest and most comprehensive developmental professional tennis circuit in the world.
There are a lot of different descriptive words that we use as far as what we call the pro circuit. It's the on-ramp to professional tennis is probably one of the ones that we use the most frequently, but also it's the opportunity for our good young American players to get a sense of how good they really could be on the world stage.
The USTA Pro Circuit is so important. It's a great way for the USTA to try to help develop the next generation of stars, and hopefully there's a couple of superstars in there.
These are great events to bring together some very unique players that are the up-and-coming future of American tennis.
Our law firm is a community-minded organization, and we saw an opportunity to help the community by sponsoring the tournament and ensure its continuity.
Once you create a nice USTA Pro Circuit event, you start to get sponsors coming to you. That was a really nice surprise, and it added a whole new dimension to our tournament this year.
We thought it was a great partnership, first of all. To associate the brand of Comerica with the USTA was very strong for us.
We love tennis. I love the exposure that it brings to my business. I mean, that's really what these kids see with these 8 and 9-year-olds, that maybe that could be me.
Boyd Tinsley, obviously a right-hander with a bow. How about on the tennis court? You a two-hander?
I'm a right-hander there, just a one-hander on the tennis court.
You have your own challenger event that you sponsor there for women, and doing this with the kids in the area, I think is just phenomenal that you're spending your time and your money and your effort doing this.
To find our next great batch of American tennis players, we have to look not necessarily to the kids that we've traditionally looked for, the ones that necessarily can afford rackets and clubs and so forth, but we have to look for the kids that maybe can't afford that, you know, because you never know when you're going to find the next Williams sister or the next Andy Roddick. They could be anywhere.
These are the stars of tomorrow, where you have a chance to see them. You won't be able to get within 20 feet of them at the US Open, but at your Pro Circuit tournament, these players are part of your family. And for your community, it's a great chance to get to know a professional athlete on an intimate level.
And you're also providing great entertainment. You're getting kids involved, seeing tennis very up close and personal as all kids or just as spectators, and it gets them very excited.
The USTA Pro Circuit was definitely instrumental in helping me get into the top 10 in the world.
The USTA Pro Circuit has been great. I mean, the tournaments are a great building block. They allow you to get a lot of points and work your way up the rankings so you can get into the bigger tournaments and the Grand Slams.
I was fortunate enough to play the US Open. Got to play alongside with Agassi and Federer and Marty Fish, and those are the same guys that actually had to go through the same steps that I'm going through now.
It's a lot easier to play here in your own country.
Playing in the States is definitely an advantage, especially for the Americans.
Each round you get better and better, and then eventually you can play the higher level.
I've benefited quite a lot from playing on the USTA circuit. You know, it helps out that we have so many challengers and so many events coming in from the college years.
I played 2 USTA Pro Circuit events in Tunica and Forest Hills and won them both. But it was good to me to prove to myself that I still belong on the tour level and can have some success against those guys that are hungry and fighting to get up there as well.
There's an excitement about professional athletes in our area. We have girls coming from all over the world. They are wonderful, charming examples of what tennis can do for you.
The events and clinics and community service at the USTA Pro Circuit events are very unique. I've never met these kids before, and I get to help them and bring like a new sport into their lives, and I love being able to share something with kids.
We went to a very remote county and to a community where there's very little exposure to tennis. That stuff just goes such a long way in building this wonderful bridge between the USTA Pro Circuit players and the community.
What are some of the things that need to occur to make a tournament like this happen?
We provide transportation, anything they need.
and that takes a ton of volunteers.
Being associated with a physician group, promoting healthy lifestyles through tennis, and the more we can promote tennis, I think it's definitely a win-win for everybody. I just can't even describe the amount of support that we've gotten from the community, and it's become such a successful fundraiser as well.
The Decatur Celebration Weekend also marks the conclusion of the Ursula Beck Pro Tennis Classic. For 10 years, this event has taken over the courts in Decatur.
It really is so critical what the pro circuits do on the local level on an everyday basis. They really are the true feeders of the stars of tomorrow. And without the pro circuits, quite frankly, marketing the U.S. Open and marketing the Olympus U.S. Open Series would be so much harder.
Andre Agassi and Andy Roddick played the USTA Pro Circuit. And now, the Pro Circuit is coming to you. The USTA Pro Circuit. Catch a rising star today. Lindsay Davenport and Maria Sharapova played the USTA Pro Circuit. And now, the Pro Circuit is coming to you. The USTA Pro Circuit. Catch a rising star today.